good evening, good morning, whatever state, whatever city, whatever country that you are. My name is Shofu. All right. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever state, whatever city, whatever country that you are from. My name is Shofu Babalola to your fellows, and you are welcome. Welcome to another wonderful episode of the Pest Experience Show. This is the program where we talk about every single thing that has to do with the pest and pest control techniques, pest control strategies, the regulatory things that are involved in this world of pest management. And tonight we have an amazing time right here. You know how we do it every Sunday 7 to 8 p.m. West African time. This is the platform where we talk about these things that has to do with the world of pest management, the world of pest control. You are not too late if you are just joining. You are not too late. We are just starting, and you don't want to miss out from this amazing opportunity to learn, unlearn, and relearn in the world of pest management. Tonight, I'm going to be hosting amazing guests from Sweden. But before we go, there is one important thing that we need to do. We need to shout out to the amazing sponsors of the Pest Experience Show. And I will start with our number one major sponsor, A Mobile Group Academy. A Mobile Group Academy is the one-stop shop for every single thing that has to do with the world of pest control, where you need to learn, unlearn. That's where you
Have you heard about our new online learning platform? 24 hours a day, and guess what? 365 days in a year, where you can become a professional from just 5,000 naira. Do you want to check it out on www.amobilegroupacademy.com?
Alright, and we also have an amazing sponsor from Pest Shop by Fortune. Pest Shop is the listing platform where you can get all information. You can also list your products, your services right on www.pestshop.ng. Just sign up to www.pestshop.ng and you get informed. Stay informed. And our major sponsor is also the Shofu Solutions, the digital marketing consultancy, where if you need anything that has to do with your digital marketing and all, reach out to the Shofu Solutions Limited at www.shofubisolutions.com. All right, like I said, tonight we're going to be diving into an amazing aspect. You know, people have been seeing this graphics here and there, and they're saying, "Oh, who is SB bringing on the show tonight again? Who is he bringing on this show tonight?" You know, well, let me just keep it up there. And first, I'm going to introduce my guest on the show tonight. First, I'm going to introduce my guest right here, and they are right in the studio, right on time, right at the moment, right at that time, exactly. So welcome to the show. Big shout out to my major guest from the Nattaro Labs. Right on the show we have Dr. Jette Knudsen, right? But I'm going to introduce Dr. Jette. She's educated in biology and chemical ecology and have various research projects in South America, Africa, Sweden, and Denmark. She has, the last 10 years, she has been employed by Nattaro Labs, a small company specialized in bedbug biology and behavior, which develop environmental sound products to monitor and eliminate bedbugs. Right, that's first, Dr. Jette. Thank you very much for joining us on the show tonight. And also, I have Dr. Lucie. Dr. Lucie is also a research scientist from Nattaro Labs. So welcome on the show tonight. I know I've missed some major things about the two of you, but first, I want to first welcome you on the show tonight. You're welcome to the Pest Experience Show. And I want you to let's first start with an introduction from you. I know I must probably have missed one part or one or two, but let me leave it to you and introduce yourself. Dr. Jette.
Okay. Should I start? Go on, Jette. Okay. Yeah, I'm Jette Knudsen, and I'm a biologist and chemical ecologist, and have been working with volatiles that influence the behavior of various. Okay, should I start again? I'm a biologist and a chemical ecologist, and have been working with how volatile influence behavior of various groups of. Exterminate them in an environmentally friendly way. And
Amazing.
Nattaro is a company that was started to give people peace at night, and that's what we are working for. Lucie?
Well, my name is Lucie Conchou. I am from France, and a bit like Jette, I started my education on the role of volatiles, or in other words, others in the life of insects, like how they find food, how they find partners to mate with using others. And I have worked in different research labs in France, in Sweden, and in the USA. And I have also worked on a variety of different insects. And now 2.5 years ago, I joined Nattaro Labs. And it's a new exciting adventure to work on bedbugs. And I say exciting because every time you learn about a new insect, it's a different world. They each have their own little habits and their own way of life that makes each and every one of them so interesting.
Amazing, amazing. So, speaking about bedbugs,
I'm very happy to be with Nattaro Labs, and
amazing. So, speaking about bedbugs and amazing products and services that Nattaro Labs is actually currently working on, and the projects rather that are currently working on. What I want you to let's first start with what are the major things that Nattaro Labs have as a product first to the people? What are the major products that are available in the market in terms of, or let me say, how is Nattaro Labs contributing to fight against bedbugs?
which one of us should go, Jette?
Dr.
Go you.
Yeti.
I can't hear what you're saying.
So the product.
Okay. We have two major products. We have the Nattaro Safe, which is a tape with, you have a cartridge of it there. A tape with a very kill site that is diatomaceous earth, which is a microalgae fossilized that have been grounded and dried and has a huge surface area and absorptive ability. So when bedbugs come into contact with this white stuff, then they lose their outer protection against so they cannot keep their liquid balance, and they dry out eventually. And it is constructed so it can be put under a bed with a double adhesive here. So you put it under the bed and have it sitting there. And usually bedbugs, in 9 out of 10 cases, they start the infestation in the bed and usually below the bed. So you place it in between where the bedbugs are hiding and where the host up in the bed where they are going to forage. They only live from blood. So they have to go up and get a blood meal in every, depending a little bit on temperature and so, but every 3 to 7 days. And to continue the development. And they have 5 different life stages, nymph stages, and then adult stage, and then egg stage. And each of the nymph stages and the adult stage need a blood meal to continue their development. So they have to go from their hiding places below the bed up to the host in the bed, take a meal, blood meal, and then go back down under the bed. And each time, if you have the Nattaro Safe with the diatomaceous placed there, they will have to pass through it, get contaminated with the diatomaceous earth, which will disturb their liquid or humidity balance. And depending on how much of the stuff they get on them, they will die within 1 to 8-9 days. And you can actually, I can just demonstrate it. It's quite, I just take, it's non-tox. So you can have it in places where you have, yes?
Do you just lick that?
It's you can buy it. Yeah, you can buy, this is a, yes, I did. And this is a pure, very pure batch that we use in the Nattaro Safe, because you can buy diatomaceous earth in health shops where you can use it to clean your inside. The thing that may be and backdrop with is you should not inhale it, because like any other dust, dust is not good for your lungs. So that's why when you have it in the paper strip, you keep it contained and you do not get much out into the air, except when you're putting it up and you are opening it, you may have some spill out. But else, when it's just sitting there in place, you do not have any contact, or you will not inhale anything. So, and should one, like I did here, try it, it's not in any way dangerous or poisonous or anything. So you can go and buy it in the health shop and eat it for cleaning your inside. So, but its ability to dehydrate the bedbugs and other insects as well is immense, because it has such huge surface areas. So you may know activated carbon that you can buy for if you have infestation of worms or some parasite that may take it out. This is more efficient than activated carbon, and it's a really environmentally friendly way of taking care of the bedbug problem. And you can install it even though you don't have bedbugs, and you can avoid them getting in or building up populations. So,
wow.
And if you have bedbugs, it will take them out week by week. It depends on how big an infestation. Usually we recommend that you get the infestation, but have to go down to a certain level. You should not have bedbugs crawling all over, but do some extinction first, and then set up the Nattaro Safe proactively and to take care of the rest.
Great. I mean, this is amazing, because for the fact that you just proved now that the product is extremely safe around kids and the pets, it makes it really a perfect product to be used in households and even residential and even commercial facilities. And just also emphasize that the diatomaceous heads that she just leaked now, which is the powder, the residual dust powder that is in that safe tape, is also known as silicon dioxide. It's a natural product. But before we go into the details of the safe tape, a lot of people that are just wondering, a lot of people just know bedbugs as the major insects that disrupt their night sleep, disrupts them for their day and scatter their whole properties and all their facilities and all. I want us to go into a background of these bedbugs exactly. How did they started? What are the types of bedbugs? People do not even know that there are different types of bedbugs. There is the common bedbugs, there's the tropical bedbugs. People don't know, right? So I want us to go into that part, and I'm coming to you, Dr. Lucie. You talk about that, and some of the existing products that have been available in the market over the years. But let me also quickly run a quick summary into that. There was a book I stumbled on. It's called The Advanced Bedbug Management Also Dr. Dini Miller was part of the author. I think you have that, Dr. Yeti. You have the book, right? In that book, there's a study that shows different products.
Yeah, I have it here.
Great, great. So, Advance in Bedbug Modern Management. You see, that's an amazing book. Amazing book. Right? In that book, there's a part that shows the history of the products that have been available in the market that have been used to control bedbugs. First, the likes of mercury chloride was used. The likes of DDT was used before DDT was banned. Then we have the likes of malatinoids and some other products like that. Even sulfur was used. Right? There was this part that they use. Is it fire and decomposition method to control bedbugs? They just put it as a fumigant in the middle of the room. They allow the fumes to take over the whole apartment. Right? But I'm going to also explain that in detail and some of the advancements that is coming into the pest control world. So you need to actually stay tuned to the end of the program. So Dr. Lucie, can you walk us through these bed bugs exactly? Where do they stay? Their aborage sites, the type of bed bugs. What are even bed bugs? What even caused these insects from the beginning? What attracts them to people? Why are they in my house? Let me place it that way. Because that's the question people want to ask. People want to ask, why is bedbug in my house? That's what I want to know. And what's the control method to solve this? Then we can now talk about the safe product. Dr. Lucie.
So if I understood your question is, okay. So why do bedbugs come in our houses? Well, it's very simple. So the reason bedbugs come to us is that they are parasites specialized on humans. Actually, the history of bedbugs with humans goes back really, really far in the past. If I'm not mistaken, the earliest known archaeological when it comes because they are obligate parasites of us. They only feed on our blood. So yes, we are their food source. So they need to live close to us. That's why they follow us around, and they want to live close to us.
Fantastic point. Fantastic point. Thank you very much for that. You see, there's also a major part that you made mention of, which is how they got into people's apartment. You see, one thing I've noticed about bed bugs over the years of working as a pest control operator in Nigeria is the fact that people are attracted to bed bugs based on some few things. Like first, what we emit, carbon dioxide that we emit, right? The heat that we emit, right? So those things attract bed bugs to us as humans. They feed on us, and so they need to actually stay around. They need to actually come around, right? So my next question is Dr. Yeti. What are the, as a research scientist, what are the products that has been available in controlling bed bugs over the years? Do you get that? So my question is, what are the products that are
No,
now
I
available?
only heard
Meaning,
research
what is the products
scientist
that are
and nothing
available in the
more.
market to solving
He's asking
bedbugs?
about.
Okay, so what I said was that as a research scientist, the products. You get that?
You mean in general or our products?
Yes.
You mean our products or in general?
In general, in general.
Or I can just say there in general there are quite a few traps, monitoring traps. Some are active with the luring, like our Nattaro Scout, and some are passive, and some are glue traps. And then there are also what is becoming and probably will be more common in the near future is where you have, what do you say, live measurement, or you can have a photograph or something that will show that you have a bedbug going into a trap, and then you can call the pest controller to come and take care of it. And then you have a number of things that you can protect your bed with, like climb ups that you put bed legs into. So if you don't have bed bugs up in the bed, they will fall into the climb up and not go up and bother you in the bed. And you can have like sticky things on the legs of the bed. That's probably that's the cheapest kind of protection. But if you have bed bugs up in your bed, you do not have much of a choice than to either heat it or if you are in Nigeria, I would put things out in the sun in plastic bags because when you have temperatures higher than about 55 degrees for extended time, like say half an hour, and it get into the core, then you may you may kill the bed bugs in your mattress if it's in the direct sun. So that's the cheapest way, but also a bit uncomfortable because you have to take the mattress and everything out in the sun. And there's, what do we have more? Yeah, of course you have poisons also, but most things have been prohibited, at least in Europe. You only have some pyrethroids that are allowed to be used now, and most bedbugs are resistant to them, and that's a major problem or major reason why bedbugs started to research and increase in numbers, because we've been used various kind of poisons to kill them off, and they are very, very fast to develop resistance. Like you mentioned DDT earlier, and it was in Pearl Harbor. Soldiers there, they used DDT during the Second World War, and in 1947, I think it was, or 46, the DDT didn't help to take care of the bedbugs any longer. They have developed resistance to it, and the same history is coming up against all the different kind of chemicals that we have now. You have a certain level of resistance everywhere now. So it has to be more mechanic treatments, heat, freezing or cold, and then like catching them in glue or other kind of things. And there was an old method known from Sweden and probably other places where you have a wooden board with a lot of small holes that you stuck under the bed when you went to bed in the evening, and in the morning you kind of took it out and then shaked it over the fire, and to get all the bedbugs up. At least you could keep the level of bedbugs down to a level you could cope with, but I don't think that is feasible any longer. but also like moving things from second hand is a big problem. You may get infestation when you take in second hand furnitures and things if you're not very careful. And also traveling has been a great agent of dispersing bedbugs from. Now we have tropical bedbugs also in Scandinavia, tropical, but because of traveling and because the housing are heated, the houses are heated, then they can thrive there and they can survive and they eat and do as they do in tropical countries also. The common bedbug, which is more related or found in the temperate areas, has been here for long, but we have just started to learn how to take care of it now because it has been away for such a long time. So we have to be clever and not use chemicals, but more mechanical way of coping with the bedbug problem. And that's one of the things that the Nattaro Safe that I showed before is good to do. And you don't have resistance to what the diatomaceous in the which is the agent in the Nattaro Safe. So it will last and it will stay active.
Great point. Thank you very much, Dr. Jette. What you just said now has confirmed what I have as part of my thought in as the latest advancements, what I call the latest advancements, or let me say the past is present in the world of pest management today. So you said something about the use of products over the years, and it has resulted into resistance, and this has caused most products in the market to be extremely one at some points will be extremely let me say useless to controlling this pest, because this is it. The battle of bedbugs is in fact, battle of pest control is an unending battle. It's a continuous war that will still continue over the years. One, because of the fact that people are moving from one state to one city to another country, from one place to another. So there will always be movement. And again, the latest advancements that is happening now, century over the years, has resulted into new furnitures, new type of fancy furnitures, and even buildings are now designed in a way that just to make everywhere cushion. Now, the whole environment is going to be well cluttered, and those are arborate sites for bed bugs or even some other pest. So this, as a result of these things, would cause hide sites, more hiding spots for bed bugs to stay, or even some other pests to hide. Now, people would now result into using products. But do you know that the use of some of these products has caused in resistance? Now, DDT was one of the mightiest products that has been used over the years in 1947, I think 1947 and thereabouts. And now it's no longer useful again because the regulatory body has cancelled it. Melatonin was also a very good product then, but the regulatory body has cancelled it. Now there's a bill in the US to cancel chlorpyrifos. Right? There's a bill in the US to cancel chlorpyrifos. Now, the pyrethroids, the likes of pyrethroids now, insects and different pests have gained resistance to pyrethroids. Okay? Which is now the products that we are pest control operators, even homeowners, are even looking at to use. Pyrethroids. Regulatory body at some point would cancel some of those products. The imidacloprid that we know as the perfect products to solving bedbug problems, the type of neonicotinoids, people are already getting used to it. In Nigeria, there's a product they call Dress Force. This particular product is widely used in every household, which is actually meant to be used by pest control operators, right? But because of this overuse of this product, resistance has taken the whole place. So what I'm saying in essence is this: the use of pesticides at some point will be it will be a thing of the past. So it's now going to be proactive pest management in solving pest problem. This is where pest control education comes into play. This is where the people are well informed about what to do in solving the problem without the use of insecticides or any type of pesticides to solve the problem. Now, there is an advanced product that is solving that is filling the gap, which is what Nattaro Labs is doing right now. First is the Nattaro Safe Tape. Secondly is the Nattaro Scout, the monitoring trap. This product helps to prevent bed bugs. That's where proactive, like I said, the future is proactive. Proactive pest management. That's where the future of pest control is right now. Proactive pest management. People are now thinking of what can I do to solve the problem ahead of time without the use of insecticides. The Nattaro Scout, I've used this product. In fact, this is, if you can see it right on YouTube, this is me testing the product. I'm brought in the product from Sweden, right? This is the product here. So this is the Nattaro Scout. It helps to determine if there are bed bugs in your apartment. If you're in doubt and you're like, oh, I'm not sure if there are bed bugs in my apartment or anything, the Nattaro Scout will help you determine it. But if you have bed bugs in your apartment, Dr. Jette just showed how this product is actually very, very safe. Very safe. She licked the product. That's silicon dioxide, diameter 8. Very, very safe product to use around residential facilities and all. Okay, so these are the advancements that are coming into the world of pest management. It will be so surprising to know in the next few years we will see some of these products, pesticides, outdated. Is it that regulatory bodies are cancelling them, or the products or the insects themselves have gained resistance to these products over time, right? So I have a question right on YouTube now, and I'm going to direct this question to Dr. Jette. And the question's from Santosh Revada. Let me see if I can show this on my screen. I doubt it. So I'm going to push this question to Dr. Jette. Oh, she's not here. So let me put the question to Dr. Lucie. Okay, she's here. She's back here. I'm going to put the question to Dr. Jette. So the question says, can bed bugs spread diseases? Can bed bugs spread diseases? So this question is from YouTube. Dr. Jette.
Yeah. I just, or half a year ago, published together with another researcher a review on, among others, what kind of diseases have been detected, or what kind of worms have been detected in bed bugs, and that's a lot of things that have been detected in bed bugs, but actually spread to human beings when bed bugs are feeding on them. For some reason, there is and it's not really known the mechanism, but you don't have a transfer of the parasites or virus or bacteria, so from bed bugs into humans, but they carry a lot of different kind of diseases or disease virus or disease agents with them, but they do not transfer them. When you can get, if you have a wound and you scratch it with some bedbug feces, you may get something into your body, but usually not by the way that bedbugs are feeding. There is an example that has been shown that you can transfer. I'm just trying to remember the name of the disease. They did find a transfer of the disease into humans, but it did not establish. So still, people and many laboratories around the world are looking and do research in this area of, but so far no positive confirmation that bedbugs can spread diseases. So I think you can stay quite calm.
Great. I also personally was doing some research about the diseases that can be transferred with bedbugs, but I found nothing. But my question is this: if bedbugs, there is a particular disease or virus, HIV, right? If bedbugs should feed on the blood of an HIV patient, this is not, the bedbugs will definitely bite another person, then, but it can't transfer that particular HIV to the other person. But if this particular
HIV
just feed on an HIV patient,
They do carry.
Yes, HIV patient. So if you they do carry. So my question is, if the bed bug should feed on the HIV patient, and that particular bug now is crushed, not that the bed bug feed on another patient, another person. No. You just press the bug and the blood just splash out. You just squirt it and the blood splash out. Is it possible for the other patient, the other person, to be infected with that particular HIV, with that HIV? Is it possible? Is there any research on that, Dr. Yeti?
That I don't know any. I don't know any research for. I know bedbugs can carry HIV, but I don't. I have not seen any research that have shown that across bedbug can transfer HIV into another person. But I guess it's likely if you have the really right condition. But you should have some what do you call it, other wound or somewhere it can go into the other's body. So not just by crossing on the skin or something. I wouldn't expect anything like that. Then I think whole Africa would have been much more infested.
All right, thank you very much. So now it's definitely. I know some people are wondering how can they get the Nattaro Safe or even the Nattaro Scout product. How can they get it? What's this product all about? I want you to also run us through what makes this Nattaro monitoring trap, which is the Nattaro Scout. How does it attract these bed bugs? How does it help in solving bed bug problem? I know you've given a brief of the Nattaro Safe Tape earlier on. You've dropped a brief about the Nattaro Safe Tape at the beginning. I want you to also look into the trap. How does it attract bed bugs?
Mm.
How does it help? How effective is Nattaro Scout in monitoring, as a monitoring, in detecting bed bugs at early stages? Dr. Lucie?
Yes, so I guess this question is for me.
Yes.
So we brush. To find back their bedbug friends when they have finished on their blood meal, they use what we call an aggregation pheromone. And what an aggregation pheromone is, it's actually it's a smell that they produce, like the males, the females, the nymphs, they produce this smell. And when another bedbug perceives it, it knows that other bedbugs are present and it knows where to go to find her borage back. So over the years at Nattaro Labs, it was before I joined, so it's a lot of Jette's work actually. She has characterized what bedbug aggregation smells like, the different components that are produced by the bedbugs, and she has developed a lure that mimics. So she has found which components are important by testing. Okay, are bedbugs attracted to this component, that component, that component? And she has made a mix of the most important components and put it in and put together. They make a lure that attracts the bed bugs. This is the lure that we have here that I'm showing on the screen, Nattaro Scout lure. So this is the outer package. I'm going to open it up. So all of these attractive components, we have put them in this lure here. And anyone who has been infested with bed bugs, when they put their nose on this, they should recognize the smell. And this will attract bed bugs, males, females, and nymphs alike. And this lure, it comes with a trap that I'm showing on the screen now. And you can put the lure inside the trap. And with the lure inside the trap, the bed bugs will be attracted to the trap as if it was a place, as if it was a refuge or a harborage, as we say. And this trap is designed into what we call a pitfall trap, which means that the bedbugs can climb on the outside because the surface is rough. So it's trap shines in, it shines in the light because it's smooth and it's a surface that the bedbugs cannot climb again. And what is nice also about this trap is that we have designed it in a way that, yes, there is a holder where you can place the trap. And what the holder will do is that when you place the trap under a mattress, like this, is to detect bed bugs early when there are the fewer bedbugs there are, the fewer bedbugs there are, the easier it will be to get rid of the infestation using either Nattaro Safe or different non-chemical methods like heating or steam, for example. So yes, that's the point of using a detector trap like this. And for professional pest controllers who are called to treat an already existing and important infestation, it's also interesting to cross-check after a treatment whether they have successfully eliminated all the bed bugs or not. And this is where these traps can be useful to professionals.
Amazing. Thank you very much. That's an amazing introduction to this product. So I have a question. I have a question right on the chat box. So I have a question in the chat box from Mrs. Damilola Olorutade. That's the COO of A Mobile Group. And she is asking that, let me read that out. Please, can we know how the bedbugs infestation, please, can we know how the bedbug infestation that happened in France was controlled? Okay, the bedbug dilemma that happened, big issue that happened in France then. So I don't know if Dr. Yeti or Dr. Lucy has something to say about that. How was it controlled? I would love to also know about that too. Dr. Yeti, do you have an idea?
Lucy?
Are you talking about the last year's events in Paris?
Yes, yes, the bedbug infect in Paris. Yes.
Well, so the bedbug infestation in Paris. Actually, yes, 1 year ago there was a lot of media attention around bedbugs in France, and it's not very clear to me what triggered that huge attention. I'm not sure that there was actually a huge infestation of bedbugs at that moment. If you look back, let's say 10, 20 years ago, since around the early 2000s, bedbugs have been rising worldwide slowly. That is true. Um, um, and it is very good that that the media brought more attention to the bedbug problem, because it is a rising problem. So at least this media attention has had a positive effect to bring more awareness in French and European people about the need to do more to control bedbugs. But I don't think there has been evidence that there was actually a lot more bedbugs last autumn in Paris than there are now.
Okay. Dr. Yeti, do you have any? Thank you very much, Dr. Lucy, on that. One thing I also got to know about the issue in France was the bedbug infestation level increase. In fact, we made a video about it at Inside Radio. It's on YouTube. On YouTube, there we made a video about the what could have been the major problem and the solutions that can be used. You can also check that out. Bedbugs in Paris. We made a full video, documentary video that talked about it. One thing was that there's an upcoming Paris event that is coming up, an Olympic that is coming up, and then you have a lot of people who are traveling in and out of the country. So bedbugs will move with humans. So all their theaters and train stations were really really infested, but maybe not to the high level of a station like that. But it was just a major. I think they're just a country or a city that are well detailed about what is going on in their country. They have data, so they can be able to know the level of infestation has increased now, or the level of infestation is really on the moderate level compared to other countries, right? Where don't let me say more than that. But so that's an amazing one. So thank you very much, Dr. Damilola Olorutade, for that particular question. And so we have this particular product. So for people who are wondering how can they get this product, the Nattaro Safe and even the Nattaro Scout, it's actually readily available in Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, it's available in Nigeria. All you need to do is just go straight down to www.shofubi solutions, SHOFU Shofubi solutions. I'm going to put that on the screen also, shofubisolutions.com, where you can also get the product. You can pay online, buy online, pay online, and get it delivered to you right at your doorstep. I'm going to put that down, shofubisolutions.com. So the product is readily available in the market. It's available in Nigeria for purchase. If you want to use it, there are people who have bought the product already. The safe tape, in Nattaro Safe Tape, in Nattaro Scout. which is the monitoring trap that helps you determine the level of infestation ahead of time. So if you have bed bugs, if you don't have bed bugs in your apartment, and you're wondering, I don't have bed bugs, but I'm feeling some itchy bites, that is where the Nattaro Scout come into play. So Nattaro Scout will help you determine if you have bed bugs in your apartment already, and the Nattaro Safe Tape would also help you get rid of particular bed bugs in your apartment already. Perfect. It dehydrates them. So it dehydrates them. You can also check out some of this. We'll be dropping out some videos right on insideradio.net, on our Instagram, on our YouTube. We're dropping out videos about this. So a question just came in from Santosh Revadi. Sorry if I didn't pronounce the name well. So he said, how can a developing backward? Okay. Oh wow. This is English. He said, how can a developing economically backward countries, that's strong, benefit from your innovation? Dr. Jette, I don't know if you have an answer to that. How can a developing backwarding countries benefit from your innovations? I don't even know. I don't want to pronounce that because that sounds like.
That's a very good question. The product is quite expensive after Nigerian measures, I think, and it may not be available for most people, but by time the prices may get down, potentially. I don't know, but still, especially Nattaro Safe, it will work any place in Nigeria. So if you have a problem and you want, for instance, if you have a tourist industry or something where you are dependent of having bedbug free environments, and then it will be a good investment to have it, especially if you have foreigners, but also locally. But actually, I don't have a good answer to the question.
In fact,
you may have something, Lucie.
Question I would ask this person is first.
I agree with you, Jette.
Dr. Lucie, do you have anything? So for me, what I would say is this. First, what country is this particular person from? Where are you from? If you are Santosh, I don't know if you're in Nigeria, but if you're in Nigeria, well, the product is actually available in Nigeria already as we speak now, and it's available at shofubsolutions.com. So this is the site. So you can see the products are already listed on the site. If you can see your screen, Shofu Solutions, shofubsolutions.com/shop. You can check out this product right from there. So if you want to read about the product, or you want to order the product, or if you have questions, you can reach out to me directly. I will drop out my phone lines before we end up the show tonight. And before we go tonight, I would want Dr. Jette, because I have just 4 minutes to wrap up the show. Dr. Jette and Dr. Lucie, if you have anything you want to, just to say before we end up the show tonight.
I think I think the awareness of bedbugs, at least in Europe and also partly in the United States, is becoming bigger. That means we will find the infestation earlier. But my experience from Kenya, where you could go into a local house and you could find hundreds, thousands of bedbugs, there you have to take other.
clean and package their belongings is one thing that can be done. Spreading awareness, of course, about how to get rid of them. And yes, introducing innovative products and the idea of being more proactive, and managing bedbugs globally, because they are really good at spreading, for example, from apartment to apartment. So when there is bedbug in a place, you don't treat them just room by room or apartment by apartment. You have to see the whole picture. So involving building managers and whole facility managers is a really good way. And thank you for yes, and I guess as a last word, because time is running out, but thank you very much for your invitation tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very, very, very much. I'm super excited and elated to be right here with you, joining all the way from Sweden. I know sometimes we have this laggy here and there, and that's because of the distance and all. But I'm super excited. We have gained a couple of interactions, and also a lot of people who are listening to the show who are tuned in from different part of the world, different states, different city, different country. I've learned one or two things. And also, those who are really interested in getting this product, it is readily available in Nigeria as we speak. Nattaro Scout and the Nattaro Safe is available. And if you need more information about this particular product, you can reach out to me directly at www.shofubsolutions.com, or you can call me directly 070 plus 234 070 8442 1068. That's my phone lines, and that's our phone lines to reach out to. Or you can check the caption and the descriptions in this video below to get more information, our email and some other information right in the description box on YouTube. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section on YouTube. I would love to answer them. I'm going to wrap up the show with the fact that the future of pest control is really, really global. The future of pest control is amazing. And it's an unending battle and an unending war. It's continuous battle that would never, or that's not looking that it's going to end anytime soon. And in solving this particular problem, in solving this pest problem generally, there is a need of proper pest control education, proper pest control awareness to homeowners, facility managers, and that is exactly what we are doing here at the Pest Experience Show. It's a show that is targeted not just to pest control operators, but to homeowners, facility managers who want to learn, who want to know about this pest. Like I said earlier on in between the program, that the world of pest control and the world of pest management, also known as integrated pest management, is going to, at some point, neglect the use of pesticides. So we are looking at innovations, safe products, environmentally friendly products to use in solving this problem. And that's why we at SB Fumigation Service, or the Insight Radio, are very, very much interested in fostering and bringing all these innovations ahead of time. Sometimes I think as if I'm a futurist. Like, is it futurist? Yeah, futurist. Sometimes, I'm just seeing the future and saying, okay, yes, my people need to know about these things. And that's exactly why the Pest Experience Show, we brought in our guest from Sweden to talk about this product. It took a lot of time to do research properly on this product, a whole 1 year to do a research on the products, test the products myself, bring them into Nigeria, then use them before now in October to bring up the guests to talk about this program. I'm not going to bring up anybody here on this program without doing a proper checkup on every single thing. Like I said, it took me 1 year to have this program right here, right now, to tell you about these innovations. And in the next 2, 3, 4 years, the pesticides that might not be the solutions to solving that bedbug problem. So there is a need for effective solutions, environmentally friendly solutions to be used in solving those pest problems. Don't say I did not tell you. Well, my name is Shofu Babalola, SB for short, and you are. Thank you very much for joining on the Pest Experience Show tonight. It's been a wonderful time here. I'll see you same time, 7 to 8 p.m. West African time. Like I said, you can get more information. You can send me an email, info@shofubsolutions.com or shofubabalola@gmail.com, or reach out to me on any of my social media platforms, Shofu Babalola, Instagram, Shofu Babalola, Facebook, Shofu Babalola, LinkedIn, Shofu Babalola. Anywhere, just reach out to me, Shofu Babalola. There's no two names to it, it's just me, right? So get more information from there, and I'll be right in to answer every question. Thank you very much, Nurin Basharon. We said, well done, Shofu. Thank you very much. Do have a wonderful night rest. My name remains Shofu Babalola Theophilus, SB for short.
This is Insight Radio. And my name